Hey everybody, welcome to the White Linen Affair, hosted by the Stewart Foundation. Last night, they had 5 men on a stool. Wow. Tonight is where the honorees get presented their awards for the hard work they've done over the years and even the last year. They have to be recognized because they have paved the way for us all through justice, making sure the laws are equal and fair as much as possible. They'll get awarded tonight and be presented with our hearts and caring to show them that we love them and we appreciate all the hard work they've done. So hey, welcome to the White Linen Affair 2024. I look forward to seeing you inside. If you don't get to see inside, guess what? You get to watch this video and you will get that experience. Thank you. Once again, another year has passed. Hard work has been done. The founders and those folks that get out there and work hard have arrived. They're starting to show up. And you know, my heart just wiggles when I see you because you're so amazingly beautiful, but I can see the passion that you have in a comfortable manner that helps pave your hard work. And that's what it takes to have a peace within. So Miss Clayton, wow. It does. Well, give me a hug anyway. Give me a little piece of hug right there. We'll get it.
Good. Okay.
You are amazing. So talk to us. Let the folks know who you are and some of your initiatives over the past year.
Well, I'm busy all the time because I'm looking for things to do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to look hard for things to do.
Correct.
There are people who are in need every day. So sometimes I take care of things like that. I think of, I answer the phones to go where I can. I can't go everywhere, but I go where I can and visit people when I can and when my schedule permits. But sometimes people have no sympathy for your schedule.
That's right. Like, hey, my schedule is more important than yours.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying my life. I've been blessed by the good Lord to have a long life. And so I take and make the most of it. I really do.
I've always said when you volunteer and give back, man, guess what? Your feet hurt, your back hurt, everything hurts, but you get over it because, like you just said, you're doing something good.
And that's the part that makes you feel so good, that you can help somebody. There's no such thing as a little bit of help. You do what you can. You can't do everything. So you do what you can to help people become what they want. You can help people get where they'd like to go. Now, you can't solve everybody's problem.
No, ma'am.
And so you don't come up with that false notion because you can't do that. And I don't try to do that. I do what I can.
Yes, ma'am. So now, think about the hard work you've been doing. We got an event coming up really soon in a couple months. What would be your call to action to people?
Oh my goodness, are you talking about this election?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna do everything I can to get people out. The main thing is that people get up and get out. There's no such thing as you're too tired. Correct. I don't like the candidate. Those are frivolous answers to a very big question.
Yes, ma'am.
We all have to join hands and make this a better America.
Yes, ma'am.
We as black people, we're still on the short end of the stick.
Correct.
And so we have to recognize that and figure out ways that we can get in there and not maybe be forgetful that Dr. King lived and died trying to solve the problems of this unfortunate condition we're in as black people. We didn't choose to be black. But you don't want to feel sorry for being black either. I'm proud that
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am who I am. And then on top of that, to be able to help people see the wisdom of maybe changing an attitude makes you feel really good.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
So is it anything you want to close with and let everybody know?
No, except good luck to you on all the good you do. Just
Thank
keep
you.
on doing it.
I really appreciate you and enjoy your evening. I know you will. And you are a shining beacon to us all.
Thank you so
And
much.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
I am so happy and excited to see all of you here this evening. and stand before you as the chair of the 23rd Annual White Linen Affair. Now, please join me in welcoming this 33-time Emmy winner, who is a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, the phenomenal, incomparable, voluptuous, and vivacious, my friend, Monica Pearson.
I love me some Cece. She is a dear friend. How's everybody doing this evening? I am doing fine too. I'm going to scoot this over a little bit so I can do my script. Okay, as they say, I'm back. And I'm so glad to be back with the Stewart Foundation this evening for another fantastic White Linen Affair. We have some trailblazing honorees who are being recognized this evening because the Stewart Foundation believes in giving flowers to our leaders while they can smell them. Yeah, that's important. They are also making sure that our future is bright and that our future leaders understand the seriousness of their leadership responsibilities, of taking the torch that we hand to them and giving more to society, contributing more to society. It's ever expanding and now even includes an international part. They've held financial empowerment and etiquette forums, health fairs, honored our seniors, and shared other vitally important topics with our children. Now, we know that none of this work can be done without extraordinary contributors to the well-being of our community. Now, one of these amazing contributors is our sponsor, the title sponsor, Arby's Foundation. Now, they not only help the Stewart Foundation, but also in our communities by giving back. Mr. Marcus Phillips, who is the South Division Vice President for Arby's, and he's also a man of his word.
Please, let's give it up for Miss Monica Pearson. I'm honored to be here today and be a part of this great foundation. But first, I want to say congratulations to all the honorees. Please give them a round of applause. And then I want to say thank you to all of you for purchasing tickets to help with the Stewart Foundation. We really appreciate it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Just tell you a little bit about the Arby's Foundation. So since 1986, we have donated more than $100 million to youth-related causes. We believe that every kid deserves to dream big and pursue their dreams with confidence. We help kids achieve their dreams by supporting childhood hunger, youth leadership, and career readiness. And then lastly, the other part of the five, disaster relief. There were tornadoes that happened in Tallahassee. And so I jumped on a flight with my team to go down and help our employees and help the students at FAMU and Florida State. We passed out food and tried to help those guys. So that's the other part of what we do from a disaster relief standpoint, hurricane standpoint. We are all across the entire country. So starting in 2025, 75% of the money we raised, we get to give it back into the communities that we serve. So it is our pleasure and our honor, Gwen and Hank, to reward you guys today with a check from Arby's and Arby's Foundation for $45,000.
Wow. 2024 White Linen Affair, and you have returned looking as beautiful as ever. And I know that you are dynamic and powerful every day. So let us know, why are you here this year?
Well, the White Linen Affair is one of the highlights of Atlanta. It takes on the challenge of educating young people.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is the most important thing that we can do. The future depends on what we do with our young people. And the Hank Stewart Foundation is one of the best organizations. I've been to the White Linen Affair before.
Okay.
and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And that's so. Let us know some of your initiatives or some things you did this year or last year that you felt really good about.
Oh, I've been
So
working.
much?
I garden a lot. So.
Oh, well, no. Let's talk about that for a second. What are you growing?
I've tomatoes and peppers, and a little bit of squash and onions.
Green thumb.
But no, I'm not a green thumb.
That's
I
it.
pray a lot. You know?
Like for rain is one, right?
For rain is one, but we've had rain recently.
Okay.
But in addition to that, I've been working with Councilwoman Boone in Atlanta at Mays High School and helping with the young people for college tours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really been a highlight for me. We've had 3-4 college tours for seniors and juniors to Savannah State, to Auburn, to Tuskegee, to Alabama A&M, to UGA. And the young people are really anxious to learn about the colleges.
Yeah, and one of the things about learning, from primary school through higher learning is it's critical to understand information being given to us. So if we have to make a decision via voting or anything else, we're a little more knowledgeable.
Well, no question about it. I mean, it pays to know the candidates when you're voting, what they stand for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also important to know that your vote counts. So when I ran for mayor in 2002, I won with 181 votes.
Oh, wow.
So that was out of 84,000 votes. So every vote counts.
Every time.
Every time.
That's right. Okay, so is there any call to action you want to give out there to the world?
Well, the Hank Stewart Foundation is a perfect organization to support. The work is from the heart. The network of people that you meet are good people. They're people who can care about the community and care about the youth.
And there you go. If we care about the youth, the future should be a little better.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you for interviewing with me. I appreciate you. And you take it easy.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I would like to thank Ms. Pearson for welcoming me up. I would also like to thank all of you wonderful people who purchased a ticket. Your support has allowed my cabinet and fellow foundation members to enjoy a year of wonderful programs. However, we'd like to especially thank our title sponsor, the Arby's Foundation. Your support over the years has allowed us to go on leadership retreats, feed the homeless, help our senior citizens, and increase our knowledge of artificial intelligence. They even brought lunch for us. It's amazing. In addition, we're able to enjoy our Youth White Linen celebration that we experienced last weekend. So as a small token of appreciation, the Jones administration put together a special thanks in video form. Everyone, please direct your attention to the screens.
When I found out about all the wonderful things that Arby's is doing for our communities, especially the Stewart Foundation, I decided to stop by and participate and give back to the communities that I live in. But while I get my food, hey, listen to the youth that have benefited so much from Arby's and how much they care about the future, not only of this nation, but the world. Nina, take it away.
Hey Stewart Foundation, did you know every time you go to Arby's, you're helping your community? Arby's helps the Stewart Foundation give back all the time. So let me go back and get to my food. Thank you, Arby's.
This is classic roast beef sandwich from Arby's. We ensure we have programs like discovering your purpose, games down, activities up, or even learning more about artificial intelligence. Thank you for helping our community soar by getting to Arby's today.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Moore, event chair to the Stewart Foundation, and today I'm at Arby's. I got the wonderful chance to go get me a Guerrero sandwich and some potato cakes. Not only does Arby's support the community and sponsor Hank Stewart, they have amazing food. Make sure to come down and try some.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaylee Nelson. I am the Secretary of the Youth Cabinet. Today I am with Arby's Not only does Arby's serve great fries, but they also serve the community. Thanks Arby's for sponsoring the Stewart Foundation. Hey, what are you eating? That looks good. Is this some Arby's curly fries? Would you like some? Yes, please. Can I have some? Of course. Thanks. Thank you, Arby's.
Hello everyone, my name is Jamarcus Hill. I'm the community chair for the Stewart Foundation. And I just got some Arby's, one of our sponsors. I got a burger from them. Honestly, one of my favorite restaurants. So if you guys can, just go support. And I want to thank the Arby's Foundation for supporting the Stewart Foundation for so long.
You know, we got the shake and the cookie. You can see Carl already been eating his cookie. You know, he really likes his stuff. We just want to thank Arby's for the sponsorship, and we really thank you for supporting us with the foundation. And we're going to try to drink. Really good.
This is amazing. Thanks, Arby's.
Thanks, Arby's.
Good afternoon, Stewart Foundation family. Afternoon for me, evening for you all. Today we are at Arby's, our largest corporate sponsor. Please follow me. All right, so fun fact about the Arby's Foundation: every purchase you make at your local Arby's store, any Arby's store, a small percentage of that purchase goes towards organizations like the Stewart Foundation that help to uplift the community. Today I decided to go with the premium chicken nuggets they serve here. Even a small purchase like this, delicious, goes towards supporting beautiful foundations like the Stewart Foundation. Thank you.
The next time you're passing the Arby's, stop by and know that your contribution is going to the communities you live in. Stewart Foundation, thank you for giving back without request, and I appreciate everything you do. Okay, so wow, the white linen affair. This year we can wear blue, we get a pass. It don't have to be all white. Man, you know what? It was hard to get you over here. I'm finally glad I got you to come talk to us. And I would say, let us know a little bit about you.
Well, I've been in Atlanta since 1971. I started out at McDonald's. I was a franchisee, the 8th in the whole USA.
Okay.
And from there, I did McDonald's for 25 years. From that, I went from there into Popeyes and other brands in the airport, according to being blessed of being a part of minority participation that Maynard Jackson started. And so I did that, and then bam.
Here you are.
Yeah, and what he did and how he ran our city is just still unbelievable. I miss him every day.
Is there anything you want to tell the folks out there right now, call to action that would inspire them to make sure they get out and vote for one, but for two, to give back?
It's a two-way street. You give back and you give too, to make life better for all of us.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, thank you. I really appreciate you. And the hard work, man, ooh, thank you for that.
And again, thank you to Arby's for your commitment to our children. Okay, we would also like to thank some of our other sponsors. First, another title sponsor, Someone Cares. The platinum level sponsor, Georgia Pacific. The gold level sponsors, George and Gloria Brooks. The silver level sponsors, G-Tabs, Denise Holmes, attorney at law, and Owens Corning. Our bronze level sponsors, Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead, Anytime Fitness, and the National Coalition of 100 Black Women. And last but not least, we would like to thank all of those who are what we call in-kind sponsors, who give up their time and their energy and their resources to ensure the foundation's mission is always accomplished. So please, don't forget to not just applaud them tonight, but let's support these companies and the individuals who are supporting our youth. The root of sustaining organizations like the Stewart Foundation is linked to those who are committed to providing unwavering dedication to the betterment of humankind. Now, to put it simply, you see all them folks up there? Do some business with them, please. Okay? A round of applause for all of our sponsors. You can also show your support for the foundation tonight on social media by posting with the hashtag WLA 2024. Hashtag WLA 2024. And if you're not already doing so, please follow the Stewart Foundation on social media. For Twitter and Instagram, it's at TS Foundation 2. For Facebook, the Stewart Foundation, or you can go to the website, www.thestewartfoundation.com. I have the pleasure of presenting our prestigious inaugural Andrew Young Humanitarian Award to a man who really needs no introduction. However, we're going to do it anyway. Hank and Gwen, please join me on the stage as we learn about our honorees' amazing accomplishments. It's another Hank.
Wow, we are so ecstatic to see each and every one of you all tonight. This particular award is so incredibly special to us because it's named after someone really, really special. And the first person to receive this award truly had to be an exceptional individual. And this particular person has done so much for our community, and we would be horribly remiss if we did not take the opportunity to honor him. So if we would please roll the video.
Community. This public servant is at the top of the list, Congressman Hank Johnson. In his 9th term in the U.S. House of Representatives for Georgia's 4th Congressional District, he is known as an effective lawmaker and a leading national progressive voice. After nearly 3 decades as a criminal defense attorney, over a dozen years as a magistrate court judge, and several years as a county commissioner, he took his hard-earned seat in Congress in 2006. And since there, he's proven his ability to get things done. He's a senior member of the coveted Judiciary Committee and the senior member of the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, bringing billions in federal dollars to Georgia for roads, bridges, transit, and airports. It's part of the reason he's been named one of the most effective Democrats in Congress, and the reason we congratulate Congressman Hank Johnson, the Stewart Foundation's 2024 recipient of the Andrew Jackson Young Humanitarian Award.
Before we talk about our honoree, I got to talk about his wife. Marita was one of the very first people to call the Stewart Foundation during the pandemic to offer us money to help the community. So she gave us $50,000 and another $50,000 to pay people's light bill, water bill, give food, kids. We gave books away. And we could not have done it without Marita. And a lot of you all brag about Hank Stewart having an opportunity to perform for Michelle Obama. It was Marita Johnson who did that. She called me back in 2014 for the very First Ladies of Luncheon and said, we want you to perform for Michelle Obama. I would not have done that if it wasn't for Marita. So I want y'all to give her a huge round of applause. To have an award in the name of Ambassador Andrew Young is so amazing. So, Congressman, if you can please join us on stage to us. And so I had to be a little strategic, and I called people like Matt Wilburn to get his approval and make sure that I was in line. And so Matt gave it his blessing. So if it's bad, y'all talk to Matt. But this piece is something I wrote, and Ambassador was not able to join us physically, but he's on the line, so he's going to talk to you. But I want you to hear the piece, and this is the piece that I wrote for him. Your work speaks volumes. Your legacy is more than secured. Your contributions are solid. Your heart is pure. You've opened doors for so many to come through. You've even left breadcrumbs on paths that were new. You've loved the unlovables. You've served the least of these. You've mastered the art of getting those who differ to agree. You stood with King. You sat with Rosa. And even though you and Jose didn't always agree, together you were bolder. How can we dare talk about the movement without talking about you? How can we talk about Abernathy, Lewis, Vivian, Orange, Lowry, and so many others, and your name not be woven into the conversation too? How can we talk about Mississippi, Birmingham, and St. Augustine? How can we talk about economics? It was you who helped us understand the bottom line. It's about the green. So we salute you. We salute you for over 70 years of service and for standing on the wall. We salute you for telling America the truth when she didn't want to hear it, but you stood bold and tall. We salute you for offering yourself to the dirty office of politics. You sacrificed yourself to get resources for those who were hungry and sick. Thank you for your sense of humor, because sometimes things were so bad, all we could do was laugh. Thank you because when you were in the room with the elite, you never forgot about the other half. You showed us how to climb while pulling up others. You showed us when we're hurt not to attack our sisters and brothers. You showed us that love conquers all. Oh, by the way, we love all of your stories. I remember hundreds of poems, but you remember thousands of dates, times, places, people, meetings. We're so impressed with your recall. Now, the Bible said the greatest among you are those who serve. You've done it 24/7, 365. Not once a month or 2 weeks in the summer like you're in the reserves. You serve children and seniors and those with special needs. And because you are a Christian, you even serve those who didn't believe. No one could blame you if you wanted to go and sit under your own fig tree. If you wanted to rest, but no, you're still out here dropping nuggets and wisdom riding around in your little cart on your overworked knees. You reminded us that it's our time, it's our turn to do our part. Ambassador, I'm convinced that you've gotten science down to a form of art. All the awards, degrees, plaques, you have many. Certificates, trophies, proclamations, you have plenty. There's so many Andrew Young days, if we honor them in order, it would take months or even years. Your name is in so many civil and human rights conversations, constantly burning should be your ears. You're so amazing. You have your own school and students are studying about you and your impact at universities and colleges. And there's an African proverb that said, when an elder dies, the library just burned down. But no, not you. You're still out here dropping knowledge. You're a statesman, a griot, an international treasure. You're an endangered species and should be protected at all costs like the bold eagle and his feathers. There are so many that you have so many titles you have most of us have combined. To do all that you've done in the will of God, you had to be aligned. Philanthropist, ambassador, congressman, mayor. For the majority of us, that would have been enough right there. Filmmaker, husband, father, granddad are all on the list. Entrepreneur, Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient is another one I'm sure so many others I've missed. So as I end my tribute, I did my best, although I still think I fell woefully short and didn't scratch the surface in my point of view. If we said it 1,000,000 times, I'll be 1,000,000,000 short. Ambassador Andrew Jackson Young, we thank you.
So, Congressman, we are so appreciative of all that you do. And to receive this inaugural award, we would love to hear from you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to receive the inaugural Andrew Young Humanitarian Award. I want to thank my dear friend Hank Stewart and my friends at the Hank Stewart Foundation for having me here to share this occasion. And I'm especially proud to be sharing this moment with a living legend, the man in whose honor this award is named, the Reverend Congressman, Ambassador, Mayor, businessman, community person, Good Works International leader, author, husband, father, humanitarian, So no person that I know of in as I live is able to live up to the expectations that come with the Andrew Young Humanitarian Award. No man or woman that I know has done more for humanity than Andrew Young. And so I'm so honored and proud to stand here to receive this inaugural award. And my hope is that to come will be others who exceed the small contribution that I have made to humanitarian efforts for people across the world. Andrew Young has traveled to probably 90 countries. I've traveled to 39 countries. He has received 60 or so doctorates and other recommendations and commendations from academic facilities. I've received one. And that, by the way, was as a result of the work of Andrew Young's wife, Carolyn Young, who sat on the board. So I appreciate you for having done that for me. So you can see that, Andrew Young's life is he's done so much. He has written a powerful legacy, and so I'm just so proud to receive this award. Now, I would be remiss to receive this award without mentioning also Hank Stewart, my dear wife of 44 years, DeKalb County Commissioner and Attorney Marita Davis Johnson, because it's been a team effort. Everything that I have accomplished, she has accomplished. So I'm accepting this award, and we're going to split it down the middle. I'm going to give her half of it, if it comes to that. And I also want to thank my staff. I have 18 people who work with me. I never say for me. They work with me. We actually are a team. And if I didn't have a team to work with, I would not be standing here on this stage. So I want to thank them. And if my mama was here, she's 97, she'll be 98 in October. I would thank her too. So I'll take this opportunity to thank her as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, and Hank Stewart Foundation, all of the lovely guests here, give yourselves a hand because you all look so beautiful. And the other awardees, enjoy the evening. Thank you all so much for this very distinguished honor. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Ambassador was a little under the weather tonight, but he was like, I gotta do something, I've got to be there. So guess who's on the phone? You got that. Ambassador Young, the floor is yours.
Yes, how you doing?
Good. Doing great.
Yeah, let me congratulate all of you. And Hank, I can't think of anybody I'd rather have an award in my name. I mean, you're following pretty much in the Congress steps, and you're a great leader and advisor and legislator, and you're just a plain good guy. And that's what it takes to make this country the dream that we expect it to be. Now, I've been a lot of places, but I never have been any place on my own. If I was someplace, somebody else pushed me there. I didn't even want to run for Congress. It was kind of rough back then. But nobody else wanted to go, and they pushed me in it. And lo and behold, people got out and voted, and I got elected. And then, you know, of all the impossible things, Jimmy Carter from Plains decided he was going to be the president. And when he got to be the president, he said, I want you to go to the United Nations. And I didn't know about that. But it was Miss Susie LaBorde there in Atlanta that came into a meeting one time and shook a walking stick in my face about 3 inches from my nose. And she said that we need you now. When you came here, you wasn't nothing. And we done made something out of you, and now we need a mayor. And you don't want to run. And I said, it's not that I don't want to run, but I've been in public life all my life, and I'm broke. And she said, I said, I got children to send to college. And she said, the mayor's salary sounds like pretty good to me. And I couldn't answer that because $50,000 a year was very good to her. But with 3 kids knocking on the door of colleges, it was kind of a hard thing. But we made it, and all of my children got their education and without debt. And then we had the Olympics, and they're on now. But I didn't really want to go to Paris because I had my Olympics here in Atlanta, and the 400,000 people who volunteered to put it on really made it what I think to be the greatest Olympics ever. But we're on the verge of being one of the great cities of all time. And when you add up DeKalb and Fulton, and then get the ring around from Clayton to Gwinnett to Cobb and wherever you are behind Decatur. We're almost as big as many nations in the world. I think if we were a nation, that one little city of Atlanta would be in the top 30 economies of the world. And we're about the same size economy in metropolitan Atlanta as the economy of Norway. We'll be bigger than Sweden. And many European countries are not quite as big as the economy of Atlanta. And all of you all have been a part of that. And we have turned out to vote before. And when nobody else turned out, my election came after it rained for about 30 hours, including all day on election day. And I said to myself, Lord, why did you get me out here to do all of this? And then, you know, my people don't like to get their hair wet. But I went out and I looked at the lines, and fortunately we were in schools and we had people inside, so you couldn't see them waiting. But we had 75% of the black community turn out to vote when I was elected to Congress in a pouring down rain. It was one of those Gladys night rains, a rainy night in Georgia, and all day long too. So thanks a lot, and I'm amazed at Hank Stewart for the words that he can put together and make everybody sound important, including me. But most of all is the work he does with these young people, and you who support the work of our young people. That's the foundation of everything we've had here in Atlanta. And you who work with the young, developing the future, and just as, you know, people went before us and broke down barriers and opened doors, you're doing that now with generations yet unborn. So I want to thank all of the sponsors of this event, and forgive me for not being there, but it wasn't just that I was tired. It was that I don't know what I got in my throat, and I didn't want to bring any strange little critters there and have anybody else sick. So thank you very much. God has blessed us, and let's keep on keeping on, because we got a great camp meeting in the promised land.
Come on, Reverend Motley.
I am in the midst of such royalty in the city of Atlanta. Give Monica another tremendous round of applause. Monica Pearson, Officer Pearson, her distinguished husband. And I am so humbled and honored this is holy ground, this is sacred ground upon which we stand with so many persons and personalities who grace us here tonight with their presence, not the least of which is Ambassador Young, who just addressed us. And then we have the likes of Mrs. Valerie Jackson. Come on, give it up for Mrs. Maynard, Valerie Jackson, Mrs. Zanona Clayton. Come on. Mayor Shirley Franklin, and let me say, Mrs. Representative Lucy McBath, my God, your book enriches me and informs me and inspires me so much. Thank you for writing that book and all that you have been through with what happened with your son. Our prayers are constantly with you. And let me say that Representative Hank Johnson knows how to receive an award, doesn't he? Huh? If I ever receive one, I'm going to say everything you said, Hank. That was incredible. You touched all of the bases that were necessary. And what about this unbelievable organization, the the Stewart organization? Come on. God Almighty. All the incredible work that they do with our children that has been stated. I'm appropriately redundant for all that they do for our children, and we're so grateful. Let us bow our heads. For all that you do for us, Lord, we give you thanks. For the Hank Stewart Foundation, we give you thanks. That great poet laureate, Mr. Hank Stewart, and Reverend Gwen Mason right by his side all of the way, and the staff and management of the Stewart Foundation, we give you thanks. My dear friend, Mrs. Cecilia Houston Torrance, who covers all the bases, better known as Cece, we give you thanks. Thank you, Lord, for President Biden and his decision to support, to endorse, to promote, and to recommend Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee for the first woman, Caribbean, African, Asian, American woman to be President of the United States of America. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the breakthrough. Thank you for what you are doing through black women That it is their moment in history, and they have come into the kingdom as Queen Esther for such a time as this. Lord, we give you thanks for the beginning of a new era in this nation, the casting out of demons, demonic personalities who live in Florida. Move against him with your Holy Ghost power. And we will be forever grateful, careful, give you all the praise. Now, Lord, bless the food, the fellowship, the finances, and the fun. And if you decide to make a little wine, like you did at the wedding in Cana of Galilee, bless that too. In Jesus' name, amen.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you here tonight.
So my name's Natalie Johnson, and I'm here because I have been a part of the Stewart Foundation with my children since they were 8 and 10. And they grew up with, seeing it start from its fruition to where it is right now, and just to see the magic that Hank and Gwen have done over the years is just amazing. My youngest is 22, my oldest is 24.
Okay.
And it's just a blessing. This is a great organization.
Okay. So what brings you here? Mom didn't make you come this year. Uh-oh.
No, she did
okay,
not.
Good.
No, she did not. So as she said, we've been a part of the Stewart Foundation before I honestly could remember. And from the workshops to the events, I mean, anything that the foundation had going on, we were always just so ecstatic to go to. And so from elementary to middle to high school, by the time I got to high school, I was on the leadership board. I want to say I held 2 positions. I can't even remember. But it's just been a blessing. I mean, the foundation.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarai Cornegay. I was the 2022-2023 president of the Youth Cabinet for the Stewart Foundation. I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about where past cabinet members are today. I am a sophomore at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I'm studying neuroscience and chemistry. I'm going to be a neurosurgeon, and yes, and I really have to thank the Stewart Foundation for everything that they did for me when I was secretary, when I was president, even when I was just a member. I had the opportunity to volunteer at Grady this summer and observe my very first ever neurosurgery. And it was really eye-opening. There weren't any women in the room. There weren't any people of color in there, so it inspired me. That will be my first time in the operating room, but not my last. And I want to thank the Stewart Foundation for everything. They've taught me the skills, public speaking, introduced me to other passions of mine. And my goal is to one day give back to the community just like they have.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Winter Jones. I'm a rising senior at the illustrious Spelman College. Thank you. I'm majoring in mathematics and aerospace engineering, and I had the pleasure of serving as the treasurer for the 2020 to 2021 Youth Cabinet. Now, Mr. Stewart and Ms. Gwen asked me to come up here and talk a bit about what I have been up to. And I will do that, but I really also want to make sure that I give back and really thank them for everything that they've done for me. So just in the past 3 years at Spelman College, I have built a model hybrid rocket engine powered by candle wax. This research was funded by the Department of Defense. Thank you. This research was funded by the Department of Defense. I currently work as the co-chair of a NASA University Leadership Initiative through the Student Council, where we are researching sustainable aviation fuels for supersonic jet travel. I am also the first Spelmanite to receive the astronaut scholarship for 2 consecutive years. And this past December, I had the pleasure of ringing the New York Stock Exchange closing bell. However, every step of the way, since I've met the Stewart Foundation and become a part of this family, Mr. Stewart and Ms. Gwen have supported me. And when I was young, I did not understand the importance of organizations truly supporting children. A lot of people may say that they are for the kids and they are giving back, but in actuality, they want to profit off of the children. They want to take money not only from the children, but also from their families, and to use children as a photo op and then push them off to the side. I can say proudly and confidently that the Stewart Foundation has never participated in any of that type of activity. They've welcomed not only myself, but also my siblings. Benjamin Jones is my brother. He currently serves as the president. My little sister, Kennedy Jones, has also served in the youth cabinet. They've welcomed my family and supported so many children across the world. So please donate to them and continue to support. But don't just take my word from it. Let's hear what some other students, alumni from the Stewart Foundation have to say. Thank you.
Okay, wow, the white linen, 2024, with the shade of blue.
Yes.
Right? So what brought you out today?
So I have been a supporter of the Stewart Foundation for years. And for me, it's just a regular annual event in addition to the donations. But tonight, I just love the things that go on. I love watching the children. I love seeing their accomplishments. I love what Hank and Gwen has done in their production and in their bringing the children up. I'm going to be putting my grandson in next year. He'll be 9, so I'm going to be doing that. So I've seen the successes. Okay. So for me, it is just a regular old thing. So I enjoy it.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Samuel Prince. I had the honor of serving as the youth president of the Stewart Foundation back in 2016 to 2017. I recently graduated from New York Medical College with a Master of Public Health and Health Management and Policy. And before that, I earned my bachelor's in kinesiology from Morehouse College. The Stewart Foundation played a huge role in shaping who I am today. Through their programs, I learned so much about service, dedication, and leadership. These experiences have been key in my journey in helping me aim for a career in public health and making a difference in underserved communities. A big thank you to the Stewart Foundation for pursuing justice for peace through dedication. Your unwavering commitment to community service and youth empowerment has truly made a lasting impact on my life and so many others.
My name is Lauren Sanford. I am a recent graduate of Talladega College, where I obtained my undergraduate degree in psychology, as well as Alabama State University, where I obtained my master's degree in rehabilitation counseling. The Stewart Foundation has been very instrumental in my life by helping me with my interpersonal skills. I want to say thank you to the Stewart Foundation for always being a light and having peace and support with every individual that has ever attended a workshop. Because of my experience, my goal is to obtain my doctorate degree in organizational leadership, as well as open up my own 501c3 for girls 12 to 19.
Hi, my name is Shania Evans, and I was the vice president of the 2016 through 2017 Youth Cabinet. I am a recent graduate of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, and I just recently secured a job offer with PT Solutions in Douglasville, Georgia. The Stewart Foundation has been a pillar in my growth of becoming a doctor of physical therapy and instilling courage within me. While being part of the foundation, I spoke in front of many crowds of people and was able to accomplish that through courage. I want to thank the Stewart Foundation for pursuing justice and peace through courage. Because of my experience in the foundation, I pursued courage through multiple interviews and landed my first job.
Hello, my name is Shauna Stewart. I am a 4th-year student at New York University, Shanghai, majoring in humanities. And I would like to say thank you to the Stewart Foundation for pursuing justice for peace through their acts of service. The Stewart Foundation has instilled in me a mentality of service that I've been able to carry throughout my college career. I have been able to work with new student programs as well as the Center for Diversity and Inclusion on my campus, and I've been able to bring events to the student body sharing my culture. I was able to share a piece of me and be able to act as a bridge between my community and the community of my campus. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without the mentality of service that the Stewart Foundation has instilled in me.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Calissa Small. I am one of the students from Guyana who had an incredible opportunity to fly to the US for the Stewart Foundation Culinary Boot Camp. Currently, I'm pursuing a degree in biology at the University of Guyana and will be graduating with my associate's degree this year. The Stewart Foundation had played an instrumental role in shaping my life skills and career aspirations. Upon returning to Guyana, I was inspired to help my family open our cafe, called Finn's Riverside Cafe, which has been a brilliant success. The skills and knowledge I gained from Chef G Garvin were directly implemented into our cafe, fostering and encouraging an innovative mindset among our team members. I am especially grateful to Ms. Kim Hodge and Gwen Mason, who made this opportunity possible for us when they visited Guyana. Their dedication and support were pivotal in our journey to the boot camp, and their efforts were left a lasting impact in our lives. I am truly thankful to the Stewart Foundation for being a significant part of my journey. This experience not only allowed me to grow personally and professionally, but also enabled me to return to my home country and share the educational, emotional, and motivational insight I gained with other students. Thank you for your dedication to pursuing justice for peace through your service and kindness.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Sanford. I am a graduate of Talladega College. I am currently a rising second-year MPH student and the newly elected Master of Public Health Student Government Association President at Morehouse School of Medicine. The Stewart Foundation has been very instrumental in helping me to shape my professionalism and awareness to the highest degree. Thank you to the Stewart Foundation for pursuing justice for peace and excellence. Because of my experience in the foundation, I pursue excellence in all that I do to create a more inclusive future for all. Thank you to the Stewart Foundation.
Hello, I am Kenya Bird. I recently graduated from Florida A&M University and am currently pursuing my Master's in Medical Sciences at Agnes Scott College. The Stewart Foundation has been pivotal in instilling the importance of organization, leadership, and communication in me. It has helped me grow and expose me to new experiences. My involvement with the foundation has driven me to continue pursuing higher education and has significantly enhanced my work ethic in various areas. Thank you to the Stewart Foundation for profoundly impacting my personal and professional development, helping me reach new heights.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shania Evans, and I was president of the foundation from 2015 to 2016. I've always had a passion to serve, but I never had the community to help me, shape me, or guide me with the proper resources to do so. The Stewart Foundation has always instilled what it means to serve. I'm currently working at the City of East Point in the City Clerk's office, working closely with the City Council members on their projects to help the community. Thank you so much to the Stewart Foundation and all the volunteers for pursuing justice and peace through service. Because of my experience in this amazing foundation, I've been able to keep changing lives of others.
Wow. The White Linen Affair. And look at you, looking sharp. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, right? This is one of the wonderful times of the year that we come back, get together, and celebrate those who have done and paved the way for us in the past by awarding them with the honors they deserve. So what brings you here tonight?
Actually just came out to enjoy the affair. I met Hank a couple of
months ago, and I got some friends that's friends of his as
Let me
well.
speak up.
And just out here as an entrepreneur to see what's going on and be a part of it.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Cedric Johnson, and I'm the chairman of MCM Safety Consultant. We do safety around the city, helping businesses, be in compliance with OSHA.
So now the Stewart Foundation gives back to the communities. Why is that important?
It's very good. I mean, it helps the community grow. Whenever you're giving back, you're helping, you're building up, you're giving opportunity, and you're giving enthusiasm to others such as myself to give
There you
back
go.
as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It kind of give you the ripple effect. So, I'm expanding off of what Hank is doing.
So birds of a feather
flock together.
What?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so one of the cool things about the foundation is they've been going on 20 plus years. Did you know that?
Yes, I saw it. 23 years. This is 23rd annual. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Yeah.
That lets me know that there's consistency about the message.
That's right.
And whenever I see consistency, it draws my attention.
There you go.
Hopefully I can be talking to you again on the 46th annual.
Yeah.
The 46th annual.
Yeah.
Okay. So first and foremost, please forgive me as I just take a moment to say thank you to one of the people that really influenced who I became, somebody I started watching when I was a kid and somebody I love to death, Miss Monica Pearson. Please give it up for her. Amazing job tonight. Always doing for the Atlanta community, and that's what this is about, right? So we saw all the greatness that the Stewart Foundation has produced. It's all about service, and they would not be able to do the things that they do if it weren't for you, and you. So without further ado, we know why we're here, right? We know why we're here, right? Let me ask you a question just real quick. If you've been blessed this week, this month, or this year, make some noise for me right now. I think we can share some of those blessings, right? All right, I just want to first mention a few things that we all know that the Stewart Foundation does. I mean, we just saw the greatness that was presented before us by the youth. Be the Now Youth Summit, Youth Etiquette Workshop, Anti-Bullying Bowling Workshop, Introduction to AI Workshop. These are the things that they're doing in our community. The annual health fair, the Women's History Month program, the Black History Month program, the HBCU College Fair. They have days of service that they do. And, I don't know about you, but that seems like a lot, and it is a lot. And they need funds to make these things happen so we can keep pouring into our youth and keep getting that greatness that we've been given. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. The first item up for auction, and I want to remind you that each item that has been donated, every dollar raised goes right back to the Stewart Foundation and what they're doing. God bless you all. Thank you all for supporting the Stewart Foundation, and have a wonderful weekend, okay? Oh, yeah. Shameless plug, Smooth Jazz 101, Smooth Jazz 100. I'm the program director and Afternoon Vibes host. Do we have any jazz lovers in the house tonight? Okay. Smooth Jazz 101, Smooth Jazz 100 on your FM dial. Thank y'all so much. I'm Art Terrell. Have a wonderful weekend.
One of the cool things about this is the give back.
Yes.
When it's encompassed in everything you do, anything you do helps.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? So, what is one of the things that, that the kids, the young adults, or even the adults that you think, and I say I don't know because everybody has their own perspective, right? So I can't answer for you.
Right.
What's one of the things that you see we really need today?
Well, the biggest challenge today is making sure that our young males, our young boys, are getting the attention that they need, and making sure that they have the opportunities, especially African American young boys, and to be there for them as mentors. And that's one of the things that we do with the Jardine Spears Autism Foundation. We give to a lot of charities and directly dealing with young boys, making sure that they're a little bit more equipped in education, a little bit more equipped on the clothing side, to kind of get away from a little of that technology and getting more into the down home loving and supporting and giving the time that these young boys need, so that they have a chance to really getting through, because we see more and more now that families are not as united as they used to be.
Yeah.
And these young boys are out here on their own, so that's something that we're paying very close attention to today.
And one of the things, the distractions are the cell phones,
Yeah,
computers.
the social media aspects. It's a time where I think we as a community need to take some time to carve out at least 60 minutes of where there's social engagement with young men and women to kind of hear what they're talking about, give them an opportunity to express themselves, talk about things, versus always just looking at that cell
rectangle.
phone or that, and just kind of have the social skills, because a lot of things are lacking now because they're so involved with a social media medium that they don't realize you need to still be able to communicate and articulate. And there are a lot of things that are just missing with social media.
Unverified information.
This segment of our program fills our heart with joy because this next award that we are going to give brings us to a great memory of this incredible gentleman that served so long and gave so much, and we named this award after him.
Visionary Mac Wilborn, owner and president of Mac 2 Incorporated, a quick service restaurant management company, and a managing partner of MWJ LLC. From McDonald's and Popeyes to Atlanta Airport Coca-Cola vending locations, Wilborn has set the bar for successful restaurant franchises and vending services. Highly accomplished and civically and politically engaged, he's been featured in many publications, inducted in business halls of fame, and courted by national and local politicians seeking his coveted endorsement. The angel investor, firm creator, who is working to help startup businesses get to the next level, also launched the McKinley Mac Wilborn Jr. Legacy Foundation, whose mission is in part to provide opportunities for the underserved in arts, culture, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. A savvy business mind with a servant's heart. We congratulate Mr. Mac Wilborn, the Stewart Foundation's 2024 recipient of the Joseph E. Lowry Courageous Award.
Thank you.
Best acceptance speech ever.
And ladies and gentlemen, our Joseph Eccles Lowry Courageous Award to Mr. Mac Wilborn. Give him a big round of applause.
Wow. The white linen affair has started again. How time flies, right? It goes by really fast. I remember last year was all white. This year it's got a little spin, a little powdered blue. So folks can accessorize a little bit, right? So let everybody know your name and let us know what brings you out today.
I'm Michael Dalco. I'm here with my wife, Monisha Dalco, and what brings us out is I'm a firm believer in the efforts of the Stewart Foundation.
So what has been your, how should I say, experience with the Stewart Foundation?
I've been really following the Stewart Foundation since I think 2010 when I had my first opportunity to meet Mr. Hank Stewart, and it's been extraordinary. And the longer I stay around, the more I see their value and their worth in the community. I'm a firm advocate of the Stewart Foundation and supporter. I just believe that this is one of the best foundations in the world.
Well, it's always good to have somebody who cares about our youth without request, right? Just go out and do that hard work, and volunteering is difficult.
Ms. Gwen Mason made this statement, and I've heard her say it before, but you know how sometimes things just hit different?
Yes.
She said, the youth are 22% of our population, but they're 100% of our future. And that, for whatever reason, maybe it's the political climate that we're in right now and how they're making decisions that seem to be advantageous to us in our generation, but not really focusing on the people they're really going to impact is our youth. And when she said it last night, man, it blew up in my spirit. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help the Stewart Foundation advance their message.
This absolutely amazing young woman continues to grace her presence in extraordinary forms with us and our children, and we are so pleased to have named an award after her. And we want you to check out this award recipient. And as you do so, we want you to do so
with your heart wide open, because that certainly is what she has done for us in our community.
Lucy McBath. Representing Georgia's 7th Congressional District, she is a longtime advocate for common sense gun laws after her 17-year-old son, Jordan Davis, was senselessly shot and killed by a man for playing loud music. Following Jordan's death, and years later after the Parkland school shooting, the flight attendant of 30 years let her misery fuel a new mission to enter politics for the seat once held by Newt Gingrich. Since in office, Congresswoman McBath has had landmark legislation passed, including bills that lower insulin costs for seniors, help veterans with financial hardships, and reform gun laws through the bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Through surviving a parent's worst kind of pain and surviving multiple attempts by politicians to kick her out of office, Congresswoman McBath has what it takes to lead with grace and dignity, just like the namesake of this honor. Congratulations, Congresswoman Lucy McBath, the Stewart Foundation's 2024 recipient of the Zernona Clayton IT Award.
Well, we're the same size here. I met you through the news story, and my heart just ached. And I love children. I've never been blessed with children, but I love children. And I just didn't even know how to approach you because the pain was so deep for me for your tragedy. But it's like the song, you just get up. You got up. And then you showed us what you can do when you don't wallow in your pain and your misery. You're such a fantastic politician, elected official, I should say. Someone who makes us proud to have you representing our issues. And I didn't even know till I got here tonight that I was going to present this award to you. And when you walked in, because I was flattered one time when someone thought we were related. And I didn't even correct them. I didn't even correct them. You know, if I want to look like you and act like you, it's all right with me. And here we are, almost the same size. But you make us proud. A lot of people said that about our elected officials, but all of them don't make us proud. You do, and have done that. And so I want to say to, before I really get into this, I must say to Gwen and to our boss here that the one person that we're missing tonight is once, I know Lou Gossett was a longtime friend of mine. And when he moved to Atlanta, I brought him here. And he never missed one of your events. And so tonight is the first time Lou Gossett missed this evening. And he's gone on to heaven. But he always mentioned you when you would come on and would flatter me by saying, I always think of you when I see her. And you're so pretty. And so I started thinking I was cute, you know. You are beautiful. So although this was a surprise to have me do this tonight, I'm thrilled that I get a chance to present you. You're wonderful. Let's give it a great applause for a deserving representative. And can I have your seat if you decide to leave? On behalf of all the children We lost one with your son, but we got so many more children here who need us. And you've done a lot for other children, and we'll just continue it from now on in your name. So here you are from the foundation.
Thank you so much.
I am so humbled and so honored. I had a whole speech of what I wanted to say, what was on my heart and my soul. But to have been honored in such a way, through Nona Clayton, a phenomenal woman, phenomenally made. I am so grateful to stand in your presence, but so grateful to receive this award. And I only pray that the work that I have done for my community and for my people and for the nation honors you, honors the tremendous legacy that you have already laid out long before I stood up. I know people have told you over the years how important you are. But for a woman like me, who never ever thought I would be where I am today, doing the work that I know that God has called me to do, and all the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that has happened in my life, I know now, and I understand why. I know what I'm called to do. But you were called to do it first. So I honor you. I thank you so much. I thank you all so very much for thinking of me as God's humble servant to carry out his will and to care for and protect and to serve his people. Thank you.
Trees that you've planted, we're enjoying the shade from. Something Hank has taught me. Something else to that effect is Hank, myself, people in our age group or whatever, we're able to soar because you're the wind beneath our wings. And I want to play that for you.
What a phenomenal opportunity to listen to those who've helped build our great pyramids of justice this evening. They have dedicated their lives to this pursuit. Now, at this time, we want to bless the young adults who have grown up through the Stewart Foundation and who have become our torch bearers. These torch bearers will continue to build hope for current and future generations because they have accepted the call. Ms. Jillian Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have Darlisa Prince. And Darlisa just graduated from Georgia College, and she now has her bachelor's degree. So come on up, Darlisa, and receive your gift. And as you take a look at what they actually have an etched glass of a portrait of themselves and a poem that is written by our Danny Award recipient of 2024, Miss Regina Allen. And that's Regina right there. And then we have Mr. Samuel Prince, who has just achieved his Master's of Public Health from New York Medical College. Come on up, Samuel. Samuel was actually one of our former presidents as well, who is well on his way. And then we have Ms. Lauren Sanford, who just achieved her Master of Science from Alabama State University. Come on up, Lauren. And then Miss Brittany Vincent, who just graduated and she achieved her bachelor's degree from University of West Georgia. Come on up, Brittany. And also we want to acknowledge two of them that are not here. Let me say that one more time. Dr. Shania Evans, who has just achieved her doctorate of physical therapy from Philadelphia College Medicine. And Shaylin Estelle. Shaylin is in New York. She just achieved her bachelor's from NYU. Give it up for our graduates. Oh, somebody find Kim. There she is. That's our artist. And she has a special presentation that she'd like to do. So please give her your undivided attention.
Thank you for coming and supporting us. I'm very emotional this evening because I feel so blessed. I've known Hank for over 20 years now, and I met him because for a white linen event, I made a mistake, and instead of ordering 2 tickets, I ordered 4. He actually came to my house and reimbursed me the other 2 tickets. So we started from there, and at the time I was pregnant, and my daughter became part of the Stewart Foundation. She was one of the past presidents that you've heard. She's now in Shanghai, China, and she'll be graduating next year with a degree in East Asian Studies. She wants to be a professor. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful to Mr. Stewart, the Stewart Foundation. And I'd like to make a special presentation to him, to thank him for everything. Today he brought me to tears because he has blessed me so much that he has enabled me, given me the opportunity to display my art. I've been doing art since I was 16 years old, and I'm now 60. And this, I never expected this. He surprised me. So when he asked if I could do a piece for him, I was more than honored because of what he do, because of who he is, because of his heart. I had so many dreams of what I wanted it to be. And from knowing him, I know that he is rooted within the community, that he fights for justice, that he fights for our children, that he is always thinking of ways to help others, not just himself. He's very selfless. So, Hank, I would love to present to you this evening, Rooted in Consciousness. So thank you so much for everything you do. You carry the wisdom of our ancestors. You have learned from each and every person that you have come in contact with, and you've passed it on. You don't keep it for yourself. Selflessness. So thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. So now I would like to introduce and say thank you as well to my biggest supporters, my parents, my brother and his wife, and my husband and daughter, my oldest daughter right here. And also thank my collaborating visionary, Jerron Jones, who made, please stand, and models, please come up. Jerron and my daughter Hadia, who's a singer, songwriter, producer. She performed last night. Jerron brought some of my artwork to life. Beautiful. I am so proud of him, and it's passing the torch to the younger generation. They are so creative, so creative. All they need is an opportunity. So I encourage each and every one of you, donate today, and give our children the opportunity to shine. I'd like to invite all of you, as you go outside, to take a look at the art pieces that are out there and purchase. Thank you so much.
I would like to ask the owner of Event Audio and Visual, Mr. James Daniel, if he would join the stage.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry for being underdressed today, but everybody looks very beautiful. On behalf of James, myself, and the EAV family, we would like to donate
$10,000 to you, Hank, and the foundation. You've been there a lot for the organization. You always support us, you always refer us, and we've been working with you for about 15 years, and I wanted to kind of give back to you.
We're real big about using Black-owned businesses. And the majority of the things that we do, from our graphic artists to our attorneys to transportation to audiovisual caterers, we try to use Black-owned for every single thing that we can. And so thank you. This means everything. Wow. Okay.
Aquila is actually our youth liaison director. And as the youth liaison director, youth cabinet liaison director, it is her sole responsibility to ensure that she keeps each and every one of those youth engaged, sending them text messages and emails and handling their parents and making sure that they stay on point. They've got a proper attire. They're making it to all the workshops. They're making it to all of their meetings. They're doing their call meetings. They're doing their minutes, right? They're getting their communications channels out. This lady right here is doing that along with her cohort, Miss June Estelle. So this thing is everything. I'm telling you, our volunteers are the backbone of what we do. So please give it up for Miss Aquila McIntosh.
All right, man. The White Linen Affair. You know, it's a lot of people out here that actually going to this after party over here and enjoying some desserts. So what brought you out today? Let us know your name and what brought you out.
All right, well, hey, first of all, thanks for having me. My name is Richard D. Case, and what brought me out tonight was to come and see what Hank Stewart is so famously known for, giving out scholarship money to all of these wonderful young people to give them an opportunity to make their mark on the world. That's why I'm here. But then, now that I've seen all of that, it's time to go to the after party.
Yeah. So one of the cool things about giving to the youth is that it's kind of like growing a garden, right? You reap the benefits of good veggies. So why do you think it's important for the youth to learn technology? Not just use it, but learn it.
Well, I mean, it's the way of, not the future, it's the way of the present, right? So if they want to advance in today's society, they've got to master the tools of the trade. Back when folks were younger, maybe 20 years or so ago when I was a little younger, and maybe even more so for others, right? There were other tools that had to be mastered, right? You had to master writing in cursive. Cursive is no longer necessary.
That's right.
Right? And so now people type and people text. So you have to master the different things that are associated with technology to include artificial intelligence. It's here to stay.
So, wow, I'm glad I was able to work through the crowd and get you.
Well,
so let everybody know a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Ernest Smith, and I'm here on behalf of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Hank has partnered with us on some initiatives that we have dealing with our young black males, and so we're excited to be here, partying with a purpose. So hey, we're just going with it.
Yeah, you know, one of the good things about giving back, it's a lot of organizations that give back and have that passion, right? So in helping our children, why is it important, even with your frat, why is it important to look at the youth first?
Well, we realize that's our future, more importantly, and secondly, if we have to create the roadmap for them to be success. So the understanding success is not determined by the amount of money that you have. It's about the quality of the work that you put in. So hard work will obviously yield dividends, and a lot of lovely people that are here this weekend, I'm certain they share the same sentiment. So we're excited again about being here.
Okay, well, you know what? I really appreciate you coming over. Where you from?
I knew he would ask me that. I'm from a little small town in South Carolina. It's called Packlet, South Carolina, right outside of Spartanburg. But we just got 2 red lights just the other day, so we're on the map.
So officially, that's the most important place in Spartanburg.
Yeah, that would be correct.
There you go. See what I mean? Yeah,
I agree.
Okay, well, if you got anything you want to close with and let the folks know?
Well, again, Hank, thank you for your vision, for your time, for your wherewithal, and for the sponsors that are on board. On behalf of Omega, we're excited about being here and looking forward to further endeavors. Thank you.
All right, there you go. No matter what size your community is, it is very important to give back to the youth that live in that community because they are our future. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, my friend.
All right. Wow, the White Linen event. Again this year. There's a lot of people here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let everybody know who you are and what do you do.
I'm Pastor Eddie Bridgman.
Okay.
Eddie Bridgman to most. I've been the treasurer of this organization for a number of years, about 15, 20 years almost. And I just love giving back to the community. We brought out an amazing group of folks that are with us tonight. But let me tell you, the Hank Stewart Foundation does it again and again and again and again. And we just welcome everyone to come out next year to the Hank Stewart White Linen Weekend.
Oh yeah, so I see that's why they chose you, because you say I'm a pastor. You love to talk.
Watch out!
They said get him up there, he'll do good. We hear him every Sunday, right? Okay, so where's your church located?
Impact Church in East Point, Georgia. I'm actually the care pastor there. We have an array of things. Matter of fact, our youth pastor is with us tonight as well. So Impact Church, 2323 Sylvan Road, East Point, Georgia. Come out and hang out with us.
2024 White Linen Affair. And you're here. Let everybody know who you are. What brings you here?
I'm Georgette Elizabeth Correa, and I am, I do so many things.
Mm-hmm.
First I'll tell you why I'm here: to support Hank Stewart's foundation. And why? Because our children, they need us desperately.
Correct.
Desperately. I see it every day, and it's painful.
Especially in today with the communication,
Yeah.
I'll call it fuzzy area, because a lot of information is not real, but it's fuzzy on what should they listen to.
Right, and unfortunately a lot of them are listening to the wrong things. They're being influenced by social media big time.
Yeah.
I'm a grandmother, so I see my grandchildren.
Wow. I know everybody here, the happiness going on in the background. It is truly an event that, man, it marks time, meaning this day will be remembered forever in the minds of everybody that attended. I have a unique individual right here. He has, he's part of the, 1 or 2% of Americans. He has served in the military. He is here helping support the communities. Sir, let everybody know your name and what you do.
Yeah, I'm Mitch Howell, and I'm a president of Frog Cycling Club and Rescue One Century Incorporated.
Where's that located?
We're in Snellville, Georgia, so we call ourselves Metro Atlanta.
Okay. So what brought you here tonight?
Oh, the Stewart Foundation. We're part of the support for Hank and his ride and run that he has every year. So what we try to do is stick our hands in there and support the community, support the kids, and do our part to help make a wonderful, memorable event.
Yeah. Now everybody understands cycling. This young man with very young legs, he can cycle a long way. And that's one of the things that we don't see a lot in our community. But he is definitely leading the forefront. And you have partners in Alabama, different states. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're the Frog Cycling Club, Fun Rides Only group. And we take riders of all capabilities, all genres, all kinds of bikes. And what we want to do is get people out for fun, fitness, and fellowship. And my treasurer also tells me we want to get them out for food too, so we can ride and then we can eat.
That's right.
So we take riders of all kinds. We take them out on the trail. We ride with them. We get them comfortable with their bikes, and they can get the benefits of a healthier lifestyle.